All right, we're good. Hey everyone, hello. Welcome back to our channel. All right, guys. So I hope you are having a wonderful. No, sorry. We're also doing Instagram here. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful end of the week. Right? It's the weekend. It's also my birthday weekend. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again. We are making Paté Kodé today. All right. This was a special request from last live, so very honored to make it today. So today we have a recipe online for the pate, but we are making it with chicken this time. The one we have online is actually a vegetarian one. So, but it's the same recipe. Everything goes, you can add any sort of protein that you would like. Okay. So let me switch over to Instagram to say hello to them because we haven't logged on yet for Instagram. So bear with me. Give me 1 second. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if you can hear me as well. Okay. Oh, you know what? Hello. Hey everyone, we're just waiting for a little bit before we get started. We're making patties today, chicken patties or meat pies. Chef Sabine, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining in. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm over here sharpening my knife, so. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. Trying to see how I do this. We're just waiting for a little bit longer, about 30 more seconds or so, we'll start. Trying to see if I can put what we're making. All right. YouTube fam, thank you so much. We'll be right with you. Just hold on. Just bear with me. We're just waiting for a little bit longer. Waiting for more people to join in. It's Friday, so I think everybody's out partying like a rock star. Yeah. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and begin. We are making pate corded. This was a special request from last week's live. So, oh my, we're good. Ah, should I bring it down some? See, that's the thing about live. You got to get to see all the action, all behind the scenes stuff. All right. Are we good? Okay. All right. So we are making chicken patties or Haitian pate, pate Kodé. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do tonight. Instead of using Jacmel, we're going to use Delma, all right, which is our poultry seasoning. But don't worry, I'm going to have the recipe online um, pretty soon. Okay. Oh, I also need my pan. Can you get me the small pan, please? I forgot to get that. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. Nope, the small one. Open the other side. The other side. Yep. Thank you. All right. Clearly, we're off to a rough start. So we're off to a rough start. Thank you, sir. So pretty soon, I'm going to flip the phone and I'm going to have my other cameraman take over.
Shira from YouTube says hello, she's new.
Oh, hello and welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're making pate Kodé today. All right, guys. So let's get started. So like I said, we're making pate Kodé. This is going to be on the website pretty soon, savorythoughts.com. Now, we're also making, can't wait to see what's the recipe today. Oh, it's going to be pate Kodé. It's meat pie, Haitian style. It's made with, well, this one is going to be made with chicken. So I'm going to show you guys the whole process. And then after that, we're going to assemble it and we will be done. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the chicken first. I'm thinking about starting off with the chicken first. How about that? So we are going to ground our chicken. So here's the thing. I don't like it, babe. I don't like to use, well, I don't like to buy ground chicken. I don't mind buying ground beef or turkey, but I don't like to buy ground chicken. I don't know. I just don't like the way it looks. So sorry. I know it's kind of weird, but babe, how do I operate this? There you go. It's been a while. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday or Saturday. Okay, depending on where you're coming from. What am I looking for? So for this recipe, I'm going to use one breast because we're not making a lot, right? And that's going to give us a lot. So before I do that, I'm going to cut the breast up in half first. Oh, hold on. Let me flip the phone so you guys can start seeing. All right, Lolo, here. You got it? All right. It's all you guys now. All right, so what I'm doing now is basically just cutting the breast in half to make it easier. Well, in multiple pieces, I should say, to make it easier for the food processor to grind it up. And no, I'm not seasoning it right now, but I will season it when it starts to cook and give it all the flavor. Okay. As I'm making this, let me know if you guys have any questions, and we will definitely do our best to answer. Yeah, I think that should be enough. We'll see how much it gives us, and then we'll add more if needed. All right. So let's put this here. You're good? All right. So let's put the top back on. So the chicken is going to be used as our filling, okay? What am I doing wrong, babe? Babe, what am I doing wrong? I need a glass of wine. Oh Lord. How do we look? I think we should go ahead and add the other chicken. What do you think? What do you think, babe? All right, this is one food processor I don't use often.
So how many pounds of chicken are we talking?
We're talking about 1.5 pound of chicken. Actually, the one that I bought was 1.39. Okay, chicken breast. Oh, you can also use chicken thighs for this as well. Just cut it up into small pieces. All right. So I remember when I was in Haiti, we used to always have pate Kodé because it's a really good street food. You usually have it with like some fritai, and fritai is basically fritters, where you have like your akra and you have your plantains and your marinade, all the good stuff, and even some chicken sometimes too, or fish or tasso. But frita is really good. But your pate corde is always good. You could have that either late at night or for lunch. And pate corde is actually not the one that you would serve at weddings or special occasions. This is the ones you would do is the flaky one, which is called that pate. So, but this one is different. This is like fun food. And why not? Because it's Friday. All right, let me ground this up. Ready? Think it will work? All right. I don't need it to be completely mushy because I am not making meatballs. So it is Friday fun day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Can you please unplug that for me? Thank you, sir. All right, what's the deal with this part? All right, so let's transfer this to a bowl. And of course, I don't have a bowl here. My prep people didn't get a bowl for me. All right. So here's the thing about, pate corde or pate period. I've actually served this for dinner parties. It's actually very good if you put it in a platter and you put some greens around it, put some color next to it. It's quite presentable. So I'll show you guys in a little bit. And for those of you who's been with me for a long time, I like pretty food. I like the little cutesy stuff, the little foo-foo stuff. So you guys get to see that. And that's another thing I like about doing these lives. You actually get to see me in my element, you know, get to see who I am for real, who Marlene is, you know. Don't have to worry about all the pre-recordings and all that stuff. You get to see me raw. All right. This is going to reduce a little bit. So this was actually two breasts. Like I said, it was 1.39 pounds or 1 pound 30. You could do 1.5 pounds if you want. Let me wash my hands. And this is actually really good with some tea or with some wine. And that's that. Let's put this on the side. All right, so we're going to season this a little bit. So like I said, we are using our Delma seasoning. All right, are we good? So let's add about a tablespoon, and then we'll taste it as it cooks. And we're going to be making the dough. The dough is quite easy to make, and there is no um, letting it rise. So I did about a tablespoon of the Delma, which is our poultry seasoning. And you can also get this as well on the site. Okay. So let's heat up our pan. And I'm going to add just a little bit of oil to the pan to get it started. So I would say this is about 1.5 teaspoons. I'm eyeballing it here, so all right. Those of you who are just coming in, thank you so much. Thank you for spending your Friday evening with me. Okay. So I just added only one. Oh, this didn't blend well. May I have? I'm gonna put this one aside. Actually, I can just cook it and shred it later. I can just do that. All right. You notice I didn't add any salt to this. We're going to do the flavor profile here. So build up on the flavors. All right. So to this, we are also going to add one habanero pepper. Okay. Can you see? All right. One habanero pepper. So which means is going to have a little bit of a kick to it. Okay. As always, be sure to wash your peppers. Now, you guys know, I know I keep saying this, but I save the scraps so I can you know, try to regrow these. I think it's quite fun to regrow your food. So let me know if you guys do the same or if you're starting to. I am truly getting into gardening this year. I started off a couple years ago, but each year I keep adding in something new. All right. Okay. So we adding in one habanero pepper. Now, remember, habanero pepper is very hot, so please be very careful. Wash your hands or be careful with touching your face. I am already, I can already smell it. So just be very careful, please. All right. So just going to stir this around. I think my oil should be nice and hot now. Let's do a quick test. Yeah. Though I already added 1.5 teaspoons, I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay. All right. So we're going to start cooking in. Okay. All right. So while that's cooking, try to break it apart because you want it to be like, you want it to be mole, um, ground. Okay. Or depending on where you're from, you guys may even call it minced meat. All right. So let that continue to cook. So just leave that alone, let it cook. Okay. All right. And I'm going to get Worcestershire sauce. I'll be right back. Hope you guys are doing well so far. So this is also going to start creating like a little bit of sauce to it. All right. About half a teaspoon of that. Okay. I honestly should have used a bigger pan, but that's all right. So while this cooks, we're going to taste it in a little bit once everything is done cooking. All right. Now we're also going to add in some parsley to it. Oops. So we're also going to add in some parsley. All right, just a few sprigs. If I was using the bigger skillet, all the chicken would have been added all at once. But my prep person gave me a small one. So here we are. We're going to have to repeat this all over again. So let's continue to break this apart. Hopefully this is a recipe you guys can make for your friends, your family. Mother's Day is coming up. Easter is coming up. And I also have my oil already cooking. I'm not cooking, I'm sorry. Heating up. Oh, guys, it's the end of the week. All right. Oh, thanks, babe. AJ over here getting me a bigger pan, guys. You rock. Let's switch it up. There you go. There you go. Perfect. And I can already smell it. So now I'm going to add the rest of the chicken in here. That way it can start to absorb all of the flavor. Everything's going to cook. You know, this is not the proper way to do this. But again, this is live and this is, you are at home. So why not, right? You just have to improvise, right? Is it me or is it really quiet today? Let's add a little bit more. So I'm guesstimating about 2 tablespoons of the Delma. Let's add a little bit more of the Worcestershire. What is it? Worcestershire sauce. So let's do about 2.5 teaspoons. Good flavor. So while that's cooking, we'll mince it up a little bit later. So let's prepare our salad to go next to it. Okay.
We got some more joiners.
Awesome. Hello, hello, hello. We are making pate Kodé. So now we're getting ready to make a salad to go next to it. So that way it's not so bland when we are serving it. Now the way I'm doing it is actually a way that I have done it when, for dinner parties. just something to it up. Okay.
So what is Paté Kodé for new people coming in? What is Paté Kodé?
And I'm making a mess. Pate Kodé is actually meat pies. Okay. Um, it's also fun food for us Haitians. It's you can make it vegetarian. You can make it with meat. You can make it with any kind of fish. All right. All right. All right. Let's add some more parsley. I like parsley. So now let's let this cook. Let it do its thing. And we are going to prepare our salad. That's going to go to it. And after that, we're going to move over to the dough. I promise you guys, the biggest thing about this recipe is cooking the meat. That's really the biggest thing. Once you make your dough, everything is fine. All right, so we're going to have some radishes on the side. I like to leave the skin on just for color. Okay, so slice it thinly or as thinly as possible. For those of you who are just joining in, thank you so much. So we're going to create a beautiful ensemble, okay? Oops. I'm trying to be careful so I don't cut myself here. I just sharpened this knife not too long ago. I should have the man come over and do this for me instead. His knife skills are better than mine. Voila. How about we do a second one?
Mine is not nice.
Oh, all right. So, you know you have a stand, right? All right. So, let's do this one. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm trying not to cut myself here. That's one thing I don't like is cutting things so thinly like this because accidents always happen. And I'm either always getting burned in the kitchen or something's always happening to me in the kitchen. I either burn or cut myself. All right, so the meat is still cooking. Okay, just stirring it around, making sure everything is good. Okay. Added the parsley. It's not quite cooked yet. This is getting there, this big piece right here. So try to break it apart as it cooks. Okay. So while that's doing that, let's continue on with our salad. I'm using leftover ingredients. Okay. So we're going to add some cucumbers. Even though this is going to be, like a decorative piece, but it's actually for people to eat as well. If you were to do this for a dinner party, make sure you let them know. Get the greens, get the vegetables. And it's also inexpensive to do too, compared to to the other pate. That's the bakery pate. That's quite pricey. All right. Okay. So we have this here. All right. So now we're going to use this as our platter. But before we do that, let's also cut our tomatoes. You can use any colorful tomatoes that you have. Okay. This is just for presentation. If you have carrots, this would be good here as well. Okay. All right. How are we doing, babe? We're doing good. You can see. All right. I think that's enough, right? Oh, we also have some bell peppers, some mini bell peppers, which are very sweet. So let's use some color ones. I have the orange already. So let's bring some red. Just going to slice them. I already washed these, so I know I say that every time I make a live, but I really do encourage people to wash their food before eating it, especially that it's handled by other people. I am definitely a stickler for that. So, all right. So we have some peppers here. Let's see, our meat is still cooking. Even though chicken breast doesn't take long to cook, but because it is going to be in a patty, you don't want to get sick. So you want to make sure that it's cooked all the way. And don't worry about it drying because it's not, your patty is going to be nice and moist on the inside. But all right. So we have some mixed greens here. So just assemble this on this side, make it nice and pretty. Should I move? All right. So what we're going to do, this is the start of our presentation. Okay. I'm going to add some greens. Try to get some colorful greens with some red in it. Your mixed lettuce, your red lettuce, even if you have like cabbage, you can use that as well. Pick all the cute parts. Then we're going to add our radish in here just to give it some umph. Going to add some tomatoes on this side. Should I move some more? Are you good? Okay. All right. Add some tomatoes here. Just give it some color. Let's add some more greenery. This side. Okay. We're going to leave a section for our pate. Let's add some peppers here. Okay. Let's put that here. Actually, let's leave this here just a little bit. Add some more color here. Let's take this one out. This one is not too cute. So let's keep that here. Oops. Okay. All right. We're going to add our patties here. Let's add some more tomatoes on this side. Let's add some tomatoes here. Tomatoes here just to make it bring some color in. Let's add this right here. Okay. Let's put this here. Isn't that pretty so far? Let's put that here. Let's bring some color right here. And we're going to leave this so we can use it on the side later on. All right. Okay. Let's add some. Isn't that pretty so far, guys? I like making a pretty plate. I think I may do this for my birthday too. All right. So we're done with this one for now. So let's just move it aside. Let's put the rest in here so we can finish it off once we have our pate. Okay. My chicken is actually done right now. So I'm trying to hurry up and move my chicken over. All right. So this is our little presentation, our platter. I don't want to get rid of this, so let's put this here. That is so cute. All right. Let's set this aside. Let's wipe this off because we're going to make our dough pretty soon. Okay. Let's set this here. All right. And boom. And I just made a mess again. Okay. I can already smell the seasoning in the chicken. It smells absolutely delicious. Okay. So let's break this one apart. That's the one that didn't get quite shredded, which is fine.
Someone said that the plate is coming to life.
It is coming to life. Hope you are enjoying it so far.
I said it's cute.
Oh, thanks. You know, we eat with our eyes first. Okay. All right. Let me taste this, make sure that it's to our liking. You know what? So I don't need to do anything else. I am done with this meat. Oh my goodness. My loves. It's really good. So I'm done with the meat. So we're going to start making our, I need somewhere to put this. We're going to start making our the paste. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put this here. All right, so let's make the paste. Oh my gosh, that's really good. We're gonna get down and dirty. All right, a bowl. Let's put this away. We have our flour. I am using all-purpose flour. Okay, let's move this out the way because this is not going to tell me the measurement. Where's my cup? Oh, so you can sift your flour or not. I traditionally do not. For the amount of chicken that I have, I'm going to make quite a bit. But I'll just make a few with you guys online, then make the rest off camera. So that's 2 cups so far. Oh my gosh, that chicken is really good. That's 3 cups so far.
What you made the chicken with?
I use Delma for the chicken. I use Delma and Worcestershire sauce. That's it. Just those 2. All right. I think that was 4, right? I hope you guys were counting. So we're going to put this back. Let's keep some on the side because you always need some sort of flour on the side. All right. So now we are going to make our pate. which I can't wait. I have my oil already doing its thing over there. So you're going to need a little bit of salt, just a pinch of salt. You don't need a lot because your chicken is already flavorful enough. So you don't want your pate to be too salty. But if you feel like adding more salt to it, that's up to you. But I definitely would think just a pinch of salt for about 4 cups of flour is good enough. Okay. And like I said, I usually don't add salt when I'm making this. I just let the I just let the sauce do it for me. Okay. All right. So mix that well. Now we're going to add that tilt. All right. So now I'm going to add some water to it. Okay. You're not looking for a wet dough. All right. You're looking for something that's almost sticky, but not really. Okay.
When is the recipe coming?
I will do my very best to have it up by Sunday. Or actually, I'll take that back, Monday. Because Sunday is my birthday, so not sure if I'm going to be in the kitchen like that. All
Do you
right.
have a recipe for the dough?
We do. If you go on the site, go to our website on savorythoughts.com, go to the search section and type in Paté Kodé and it will come up. It's the same recipe that I'm using and just changing up the filling. That's all. Okay. Like right now, our dough is a little bit too wet, and that's not what we are looking for. I should have measured, huh? But we're going to get down and dirty with this dough. So we're also going to add in a little bit of oil to help loosen the dough up as well when we start to knead in the dough. Okay. See the difference already? It helps to loosen it. So we're done with our water. All right, babe, I'm going to need your help eventually. All right. So now this is basically the kneading process for the dough. So you see, all you need is just a little bit of salt, if that. And you're going to need some water and some oil. That's all you need for your dough. See, this is way too wet. So thank you, babe. You want it to be nice and clean. See, now it's coming. See? And the oil helps to loosen it up. Think about when you're making bread and you add butter to your dough, to your mixture. So it makes it nice and give it that elastic texture. That's exactly what you're looking for. Okay. Yes, I probably should have worn gloves, but I don't like it with gloves because I can't really feel the dough. So before you come for me. All right.
Let them know it's for your family at home, and we don't have a problem.
I'm sure you guys heard that, right? They don't have a problem. They're just ready to eat. All right. So now, let me know if you guys have any questions. That way I can try to answer them for you as I make it. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. Our dough is getting to the point. Can I get the rolling pin, please, behind you? All right. So we're just going to knead it. Okay. Remember, you don't want your dough to be wet. Thank you, sir. Just put it down. Thank you. All right. See? So when I used to make this, I told you guys I started cooking when I was, what, 6 years old, right? So when I used to make this back home, never did we ever use a rolling pin. But now it's so much easier. So the difference also with our patty versus like, like Jamaican patty, for example, you don't have the dough is not flaky. The dough is not it's not yellow from like the turmeric and all that stuff that's added to it. And then one thing I do like about theirs is that they're not afraid to use majority of the meat. I really like that. Ours is a little bit slim on the meat, but if you're making it at home, definitely make it to your liking. Add however much you want to. But for the most part, it's besides a few techniques here and there, it's pretty much similar. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. You don't want your dough to be too wet. You don't want it to be too dry either. Okay. So now we're going to bring our oil back to the pan. I mean, back to the stove top, and we are going to start assembling our pate. We're about 80% done with this recipe, guys. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. All right, so we are done with this.
Can you get Paté Kodé anywhere in Haiti?
From what I remember, yeah. Again, I haven't been to Haiti in such a long time, so I'm not sure what has changed and what has not, but definitely, especially during the evening, that's free thai. That's free thai time. That's a staple. All right, so what I'm doing now is
Things
just
can you put in it besides chicken?
you can put vegetables, you can put choux, you can put herring, you can put any kind of white fish, really. You can also use what's the other one? Cod. Cod is very good with it. Okay, and did I mention vegetables? So, or you could also make it plain. But if you are making it plain, this is when you want to make sure that you flavor your dough. Okay. All right. So let's cut this in half.
So much is learning from the tips.
Well, good. I'm glad. All right. This is going to be a hearty pate corde. We may have to slice it again. So let me show you guys a traditional way first. Back in the day, this is how we would have done it. This is how I would have done it when I used to make it. Okay. You take your hand, you take your dough, and you just spread it with your hands. Nothing fancy. See? And that's how I grew up making it. But now, if you have certain tools in your kitchen, boom, your job is done for you. And that's it. Nothing fancy. Okay? So for the purpose of our presentation, we are going to make it as nice as possible. All right, so I'm getting the meat. Let's put this aside. Okay. So now we're going to start adding in the meat. Okay. So just put it on the side.
Some more people joining in.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining in. We are making pate kodé. All right. So put this aside right here. We are making it with chicken. So this is when I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to use a what's that thing called? A pizza cutter. All right. So you see, it's very similar to other meat pies. Just cut the excess ones. Okay. All right. And then you're going to take your fork, just press it down. Oh, also, here's how it was explained to me. The reason why it's called pate cordé, which is translated to twisted patty, it's because when you fry it, it tends to tense up, and and then it becomes like it starts to cordé itself, like it starts to twist itself in a way. So that's the reason why it's called pate cordé. All right. Oops. So here's one. See how nice and big? You can make them any size you want. Okay. So I showed you guys the traditional way, and I'm also showing you guys the not so traditional way. So we're just going to make a few of these, and after that, we're going to start frying our pate. Oh, so here's another twist to this. This is not traditionally done. This is something that I learned, along the way. If you put egg wash on top of it, you can you can definitely make it nice and yellow and golden, but I don't think that it's necessary. However, if you're going to use the egg wash, what you can do is have breadcrumbs on the side. So after you prepare your patty, you dip it in the egg wash, or you put some eggs on top of it. Then you add it to the breadcrumbs. Best to use like seasoned breadcrumbs. Then once you fry it, it gives it that nice golden, crunchy texture. So that's just another way also you can make it. All right. So you want to fold your pate, your pot. We're going to cut off the excess, don't worry. And make sure that your area is nice and dry with dough. That way you avoid stickiness. Alrighty, alrighty. When I used to buy these back in the day, at the Mashon, which are like the vendors, they were never, you know, the same size. And that was the beauty of it, because like you never know what you're gonna get, and especially as a kid, you always want the big one. So, all right. So here's what we have here. Let's do more. So we're going to do two more, and after that, this will wrap it up. Okay. I like to use the rolling pin. It gives me more room to work with. Okay. So we're going to start bringing in the dough next to each other. Now remember, you're getting all the flavor from the meat. It's going to be right in here. Then we're going to have our oil. Okay. Get it down and dirty. Then what we're going to do to it also be right before we fry it, we're going to poke some holes on top to let some air release, as it fries. That way it doesn't like gonfle on you, puff up on you. Can I have the oil, please, babe? No, no. Thank you. It's hot. Be careful. I'm laughing because he just got burnt.
Well, you better clarify who.
Ah, our son just got burnt. Sorry. I should not be laughing about that. Oh, man. All right. Okay, so we're going to do one more. And then bada bing, bada boom. And then after that, we'll clean things up and we'll be getting ready. So you see, we're only making 4 pate cordis together. So not much. That way you see how it's made. The one that I have on the website, I actually made that one with pickles. So I like making pate, especially on Friday night. And if you're having like a dinner party and you make something like this because you don't want to spend all this time and all that stuff trying to make the regular pate, you just put some greens and decorate it well. It'll be nice. It's like a nice appetizer, you know. Even though traditionally it's not served as one, but you can make it whatever you like. Okay. Remember, we're not being stingy with the meat over here, so let's make it nice and full. Okay. Press around it just to secure it. See. Oops. Initially, I was planning on using my pizza cutter, but I opted for this instead. I know you guys probably thinking, didn't she say she was going to use a pizza cutter? All right, so our dough is nice and done. Okay. And this is our dough right here. Okay. Let me move some from my hands. Let's poke some holes. Alrighty. Poke some more holes right here. And we are going to transfer this to the oil. You want your oil to be at least at 350 to 375. You want it to be nice and hot for you, but not too hot to where it is burning your dough, because you want the dough to be nice and cook well. All right. So let's transfer this one at a time carefully. Okay. Oh, actually, let me check first. Oh, we're good. All right. We ready? We are setting and we are going. See that? So we're just going to let that brown up. Just gonna move it aside so that way that will give me room for the other one. Be careful, this is very hot. And while that's happening, let me go ahead and remove these out the way. Oh, and also wash my hands too.
Got someone for the burner.
Hello, hello. I'm coming. I'm just washing my hands from the dough. All right. So we are making pate Kodé, and we just got finished making the dough. So I'm going to move these aside. All right. Oops. Okay. Let's put this here. Let's put this here. Thank you. All right. For those of you who are just joining us, we are making pate Kodé, but we are making it with chicken. So it is Haitian meat pie. Okay. So right now you see how it's browning up. It's still going to be nice and flaky, but not too flaky. It's going to be nice and golden. You want to make sure that your temperature remain at 350 to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. And once it's done, we're going to transfer it to a paper towel plate before we finish with assembling it. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend or start of a weekend. All right, so we're going to add some paper to this paper towel. Paper towel to this plate. Ah, guys, and we are almost done. Actually, let's use this instead. Look at that. See? Flip it over. Remember how I told you guys that it starts to tense up? It starts to like Kodé itself. So that's exactly what it's doing right now. That's what Paté Kodé is when it tenses up and then it becomes like all twisted. All right. So I just flipped it over, continue cooking the other side. Okay. This is fun food.
So when do you know it's done?
You know it's done when it's nice and golden on all sides. They have like that nice, beautiful yellow hue to it. So that's how you know it's done. Um, yeah.
Where do you get the spice you use?
That is on our website. If you go to the website, go to shop, and you'll find all of our products there. So go to savorythoughts.com and click on shop, and you'll find it there. Okay. It's almost done. Like right now, if you look at the dough, it's still, let me show you. See how right here it's still kind of like whitish. So it's not quite done yet, but it's getting there.
How long would you typically cook it for?
Ooh, I didn't time it. Let's say about 5 to 8, About 5 to 8 minutes. I was going to say 5 to 8 minutes. Yeah, 7, 8 minutes. Okay. It's starting to come together. It's starting to harden up. Okay. So we wait, and it's almost done. Then after that, we're going to start assembling. We already did um, our salad to go with it. Make it nice and pretty. Okay. Make it nice and colorful. So for those of you who are just joining in, and we have some more in the bag to finish it off with. See how we like that. So, like I was saying, this is one way that I would serve it if I am serving it as part of a dinner party. So this will be like an appetizer type of dish. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's focus on this side. So this is almost done. I'm gonna give this one a couple more minutes. This one is done. You can hear it. Okay. And a couple more minutes, and after that, we'll be done, and we'll cut into it, and you can have your pate. Let's see if the man will be in the mood to go ahead and taste for me tonight. All right. They're in the back asking who's going to taste. So, yeah. All right, guys. So this one is done. So we're going to put this on paper towel plate. This is also done. Put this here. Nice and beautiful golden. So now we're going to do the other two. Okay, just be careful when you are doing it. Again, it's very hot. This is the last two. Okay. So I'm just going to let it sit here so that we can start, so the oil can drain onto the paper towel before we add it to our little decorative section. Okay. I like to move it around while it's frying so that way it doesn't stick to the bottom. It really won't, but just to be sure. Okay, so you see right now. And you want to make sure that you have enough oil because you don't want your paste to absorb all of the oil while it's just sitting in oil while it's cooking. Then that's not healthy because it's going to be heavy. You don't want that. You want to make sure that you have enough oil in there so it can flow, almost like you are deep frying it. Okay. So this is starting to cool off some. In the meantime, we can start assembling. Okay. Start off with this one first. Still kind of hot. That's okay. Oh, normally I would also make this a little bit smaller, but because this is going to be our little fun food tonight, when you make it smaller, the presentation is really nice. Okay. Put this here. Put this here. Oh, cutesy. And then put this here. We're going to wait for one more and add it. And we're going to add just a little bit more of the leaves in between just to make it nice and cute. Right. And if you have some parsley, you could use parsley in there as well to decorate it. Okay. Get nice and cute. There you go. Let's add some more colors here. All right. Let's add a little bit more colors here. That's why I like to use food to decorate my food. I like to use food to decorate my food. I made a funny. All right, I'm sorry. I'm disappearing into my own little world right now. All right. All right, this is not coming to me. All right. Okay, so then let's, since this one is taking forever to finish up, let's go ahead and finish with assembling. But you get the idea of exactly how you would serve it at a dinner party, like on a big platter or a stand like this. Let's add more. And let's add more peppers just to give it more color. Okay.
This looks good.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm trying to make it nice and pretty for you guys.
It's a feast.
Yeah, this is, like I said, this is very beautiful. You can definitely serve this. I know Paté Kodé doesn't get a good rep, but you can definitely serve it at a dinner party. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys. Hold on, I'm going to sort it around and show you guys a little bit more. Let me just finish with my ensemble. Hold on for a second. I have my cameraman in the back directing me. So hold on for a second. Hold on. Let's make it cute. So what you would do if you were to make this, you'll make it a little bit smaller. You'll make the dough a little bit smaller, your pate a little bit smaller, just so it can fit in whatever platter that you are using it for. Okay. All right. Let's add a little bit more greens. There you go. Greens always make things look so pretty, right? All right. Let's ump this up. There you go. And voila. If I was doing a recording for you guys, I'd be like, cheers. So once you're done, what you can do with this is basically you can drizzle some olive oil vinaigrette on it. You can serve it with your favorite dressing. And that's pretty much it. This is how you will make pate code. This one was with chicken, but it's pretty much all the same. This is how you would serve pate code for a at a dinner party. All right, and that's it. See, it didn't take long. Just get the dough, and you're good to go. Really. So let's have the man come taste this, so we can bounce because it's Friday night. It's my birthday weekend, and I'm ready to chill.
Well, I won't be tasting tonight.
You're not tasting tonight? All right, let me taste it for you then.
My son wants to try it. I mean, he
Oh,
worked hard.
all
He's
right.
been behind the
Okay.
camera and he's been
Make teasing
bossing him
him.
around,
I have been bossing him around. I tell him to flip this, do that.
and he has gotten burned for you.
Oh, come here, baby. Come.
So
Come. He's trying to make sure that he looks all GQ for you guys. Hold on. Can you guys see him? See how tall he is? This is our firstborn, our baby. Oh,
good. He's so tall that he's off the camera.
baby. They should get down so. Can they see him on this one, babe?
Can Instagram see
Can
it?
See
Instagram
it?
see him?
Uh, Not exactly. Let's see.
You can flip
There
it.
you
Also,
go.
there you go. Make it taller.
We got him now.
All right. So here's what you're going to do. Let's switch places because I don't want you to get burned again.
Okay. Yeah, thank
So
you.
let me give you a plate. All right. So you're going to get your pate, get whichever one you want. And if you want to get some salad next to it, you're messing up my stuff. And then you're going to cut it on camera so that way they can see inside.
Okay.
Okay. I'll put this inside for you. Here, I'll put this on the side right here.
Is
So
that what
you're going
this?
to no, boy, you guys hear this? Can he use the pizza cutter? Oh
This
my
is really
gosh.
easy. Okay. I have to print
Here,
it.
how about I give you a knife? How about that?
Oh, it's
Here,
So that he hasn't been there.
I'm gonna take his Haitian card away.
that's not
You
it.
got it? Yeah, use this. You can use it. That's fine.
What do you need that for?
Because he's,
We don't need this one. There's another one over there.
you know, you can just take it with your hand and just cut it, right?
That's what I said.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna let him do his thing because I don't know what he's doing over here. Excuse me.
Let's make sure I get a good view of that. Can you cut it?
All right, I'm gonna go now.
You gonna go now?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, look at
Oh
that. See,
wow.
nice and juicy. And of course, you're making a mess.
I'm gonna get that.
All right, bring it closer so I can see. Yes,
Nice and hot.
nice.
It may be a little bit spicy, just let you know.
That's okay.
All right.
Okay, cool.
I can eat it whenever.
Yes.
Yeah, you're good to go, buddy.
See what you got. And
Mm.
the other half is mine.
Mm-mm.
Babe, we have more here.
Well, those two are mine.
So we're good. Did you get
Oh, we're
burned?
definitely good. Mm-mm.
You
Yeah,
over here?
Now this is tasting, not for you to eat
I
it.
know, right? It's not for you to eat on camera.
I like the chicken.
Huh?
I like the chicken
Oh,
a lot.
thanks. All right,
Well,
this is done. So,
kid,
guys, sorry.
kid approved.
All right. So, thank you for spending your Friday evening with us. This is how we make pate corde. This is exactly how you would serve pate corde if you were making it with, if you were serving it at a dinner party or for fun food. Bam, there you go. All right. Thank you so
Princess,
much.
yummy.
Thank you. Thank you. YouTube, definitely don't forget to subscribe, please, and become part of the Savory Thoughts family. Instagram, always.
Susie Fly Girl just joined you at the end here.
Susie Fly Girl, you're gonna have to catch the replay because we are leaving. All right. Thank you guys. See you guys soon. So you good?
Bye. Yeah, I'm good. I'm definitely good.